Today, you guys are gonna get to know me through memes, whether you like it or not. I've actually shared these on my Facebook where I have like 60 friends, so I want to share them with you today. So starting off strong, me waiting for my turn to talk so I can trauma dump. This could not be more accurate. This is exactly what I do when it's my turn to talk in any situation. I'll bring up past traumatic events, bad things that have happened to me. Whenever I have an appointment, this is legit me spending the day in waiting mode because you have an appointment at 2 p.m. Whether it's a Zoom call, whether it's just going for a walk with a friend, I legit feel like I'm in captivity. I wander around, I look out my windows, I sit on my couch, I nap, I waste so much time. And even if the appointment's for like 5 minutes, my whole day will center around it for some reason. This one is me, and it's a photo of like someone smoking a cigarette and then with a little pouch of a puppy, and it says, "A subtle yet persistent feeling of dread that follows me everywhere." And this is so true, whether it's going for a nice walk, going to work, filming a YouTube video today. There's like a sense of dread, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's also like, I don't know, like, why am I existing? What's the point of this at the end of the day? Which brings me to my next meme. "I do not wish to be perceived." And then it's just like an older lady in the water. Yes, that's exactly how I feel. I want to exist without being perceived. Like, the fact that people can see me just scares me. The other day I wore my Ultra Boost to work, and for some reason I thought people couldn't see my feet. I was like, you know, these match with the dress pants and no one's gonna see them anyway. And then it occurred to me that like people can definitely see my full body like when I'm near them, which is very scary to me. If I ever die, this is what my grave will look like. It's friend, wife, lover, and most importantly, psycho. Honestly, I think all women need to be a little bit psycho in today's society. The stuff we're put through, the way that we're tested. And I think this is just a really aesthetic grave. Like, I look at this and I'm like, she was definitely a girl's girl. Why aren't you talking like the script I made for you in my head? Which the image is so accurate. That's how I feel when I ask people for advice and they don't say my opinion in a different voice. It's like, I wasn't really asking for your opinion. I was just asking for validation more than anything else. And you having any other opinion other than mine is off script. So this one is super funny too. Remember when teachers used to cry because they couldn't control a class? This was my French teacher. It might sound mean, whatever. She used to pretend that she'd have asthma every time it happened, and she'd have like a fake inhaler and she'd hold her throat and start crying, and the whole class would actually have sympathy for her. Like, it worked. I felt bad for her at the time, but looking back now, I'm like, girl, it was not that serious ever. I'm really fun once you get to know me. Brackets, it takes 3 to 4 years. So true. Dude, I could hang out with someone for like 6 months straight and still have social anxiety when we meet up. I have no idea what it is, but I just get so uncomfortable when I'm one-on-one hanging out with someone. Maybe it's the fact that I spent the majority of my childhood playing Neopets and Webkins and never really developed any good social skills, but it takes so long to get to know me. And once you do, honestly, I am so much fun. This one is what I bring to the table. Weird knowledge, an extensive collection of vintage knickknacks, childlike wonder and curiosity, solid taste in music, outfits that raise questions and eyebrows, funny memes. They kind of forgot the childhood trauma as part of it. But other than that, yeah, very accurate. My taste in music, very diverse, very good. I also have a pretty good trinket collection. Also wearing outfits that raise eyebrows and concerns. I don't know, I just think it's the era that I grew up in, and I personally enjoy all this kind of like fun nostalgic stuff. This one made me laugh. It's the bowling alley screen when you get a spare. There used to be this place that I would go to as a kid called O'Connor Bowl in Toronto. If you know, you know. Their screen animations when you got a spare or a strike were just ridiculous. It was always stuff like this. I don't know who came up with this at the time, but I'm personally here for it. This one isn't really a meme. It's a photo that I just found so pretty. Like, this is my aesthetic captured in one photo. It's so beautiful. It's so pastel. I'm literally obsessed. I don't know if this is AI or not, but it's me. It's legit me. A girl with no sweet treat is like an angel with no wings. This is so true, which side note, do you guys remember Dollsmania.com? It looks like this was made on it. It was like a full website in the early 2000s where you could dress up little like pixelated girls. It was so cute. But this is very true. After I eat anything, I kind of expect a sweet treat. My boyfriend's always surprising me with like cookies and snack bars and donuts. So he definitely knows that I relate to this 100%. These are the two voices in my head. Progress takes time. And then it's like, we don't have time. So I've been saying this for a while. I don't know if you guys have multiple voices in your head or if it's just me and I'm crazy, but I have like one version of myself that's very logical and likes to plan. And then I have this like very immature person that's living in there. She likes to talk about people. She likes to gossip. She likes to talk about me. She's so mean. And I don't know if this is normal, but honestly, it's pretty fun and there's never like a dull moment that goes on inside of my head. This one is stupid, but it represents my sense of humor. It's shark fun fact. Sharks are not Team Edward or Team Jacob. This is due to their inability to access the Twilight books or movies. I was a Twilight girl in the early 2000s. Oh my gosh. I was Team Edward like you would never believe. I had a door poster of him. And at the ripe age of like 13, I was bending over in front of it to my friends for some reason. So inappropriate. I had the bookmarks. I had the full book set. I only read up until New Moon, but I did see all of the movies. We have this exhausted photo of Lady Gaga, and it pretty much says me waking up from yet another insanely vivid, detailed, emotionally taxing dream that felt like an actual other life in some other universe. I don't know if you guys have very vivid dreams, but I do, and I wake up in a cold sweat a lot of the time. I've cried in my sleep. I've screamed. I have no idea. I think a lot of it's like PTSD, to be honest with you, but I have such crazy dreams and they're reoccurring. I have one of my childhood hamster, and for some reason she's always starving and I'm like running around frantically in this dream trying to find her food, and I've had it over 500 times at this point. When I go to tell it again to my boyfriend when I wake up, he's like, okay, you've dreamt of your hamster again. And I'm like, yeah, I have no idea why this keeps happening. She wasn't neglected. This one speaks for itself. It's my two personalities. So you guys may know me as the fairy. My boyfriend knows me as both, okay? This is legit what I wear around the house. I'm wearing his clothes at all times, his gym shorts, his shirts. It's just so much more comfortable. All right, guys, that's the end of today's video. I feel like it was really chaotic, but fun to film, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to send me a like. I'm gonna be filming a full Q&A in the upcoming weeks, so be sure to submit your questions on Instagram for me to answer. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you then.